to the Real Rap Radio Show with your host, Mr. Lil Archer. And I'll be Son of Sam, your commentator. Yeah, it's the Real Rap Radio Show. Everybody put your hands up and get down. With your host, Mr. Lil, and you know we run the flow. 215, you know we run it down. Yeah, other radio stations, they just better fall back, cause you know we got the crown. Real Rap Radio, we got the crown. Yeah, Real Rap, 215, you know we got the crown. What? Real Rap, yeah, they run the town. Lil, yeah, they got the crown. 215, we hold it down. Yeah, told me to cook it up, I told them that I got it now. You should never change it down. Real Rap, cause it's going down. Right in the tri-state, guess you know it now. Followed by downtown, Hot Radio. Blazing you, other stations know they got it play. They doing crazy to the game, so I'm giving you the Real Rap. Tune in, all hot tracks. Told you once, just is going down. With your host, Mr. Lil, and you know we got it now. And they hold it down. I am Son of Sam, and they know I got the crown. And I hold it down. Real Rap, yeah, they got it now. Real Rap, yes, it's going down. Yeah, Real Rap.
We live on Downtown Hot Radio. I'm your host, Lil Archer, with the Real Rap Radio Show. Got a special guest in the building, Monie G's. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So you got a stage play musical coming up?
That's correct.
Okay. Life insurance?
Life insurance. The name itself is big. Life insurance. Like, that means what? Money. But yeah, December 9th at the Symphony Space, we're doing a musical, Life Insurance, 2537 Broadway. It's a play based on a family that is actually trying to fight for the $3 million life insurance policy. So I play Rose. I'm the matriarch of the family. I'm playing a 70-year-old woman. Hence. But the play is very, very funny. It's drama in it. I don't want to give too much of the storyline out, but the family is dysfunctional all the way around. And it's things that I find out about my children, my grandchildren. There's, just to give a little tidbit, there's some abuse, there's some drugs, there's, some homosexuality. And all of this is put into a musical. So, it's very, very entertaining. The cast itself is very diverse, talented. A lot of people that I work with, that I'm working with, have worked in other venues, like TV. One person just won Apollo. He's a very good singer. Shakar, I'm shouting you out. Hey, Shakar. So basically, it's a play that you don't want to miss. If you miss it, you're missing something really good. I believe in my heart of hearts, this play could be as big as Hamilton. Because all of the struggles that we are going through to get it together. So I believe that this play is something that is going to be very, very huge. That's why I'm sticking it out with the cast and the directors that's, going on. But this play, the storyline is awesome. I mean, I shed tears just watching some of the scenes that is happening in the play. I mean, very good acting. Sometimes if you go to a play or something, you say, oh, that was okay. But this, I'm in it, and just looking at the actors and actresses that are portraying certain roles, I'm touched, so it's something that's, everybody's putting their heart and soul in it. So you want to come out, you want to see this, you want to, get in, and see this.
Awesome. Let's talk more about Monie G's, more your background, more your bio, more about some of your experience in the industry.
Well, I love to sing. Like, singing is my passion, my heart of hearts passion. When I was younger, I sang backup for some rap groups. Roots for one. Actually had a record deal with Sony, but I chose to have my daughter, who's actually here in the studio with me right now. So I picked her as opposed to record career. And that's, the entertainment industry's always been in my heart, but sometimes you get deterred from what route you want to go into. So I chose to be a mom for a little while, and then suddenly, I don't know, the acting thing came, and So I've been in a play. I've been in one with you, Walil. The Judgment. I believe it was The Judgment. And I just did a film called The Aftermath. We actually doing another play, The Aftermath Saga, January 13th as well. So a lot of upcoming things, things that I'm doing as far as the acting scene is coming along. Trying to complete my album. I have the songs written and I just have not gotten into the studio to record. So that's another goal that I'm working on, is to get my album recorded. And that's basically the gist of that. Also, I don't know the outcome of the audition that I just did with CBS. They're looking for new faces for their TV series. So I did a audition with them. So hopefully some big and great things will happen for me, real soon. So
Now, before I ask you to sing something live, what's more your passion, acting or singing?
acting is work. You got to become that character. You got to become who you're portraying. So it's, I like it because it makes you be something more than what you can be. You have to work to be and portray that person that you're playing. So that's something that, it gives you a little drive to do. Singing, it takes me to, I love singing. I think that's my passion because it relieves a lot of stresses for me. When I'm upset or angry or whatever my emotion may be, it actually changes it. So it can relieve a lot of stress or tension from me, So I believe singing is it.
And how long have you been singing?
All my life, actually. Church choir, I just didn't pursue it. The first time I ever sang was in a third grade play when I was in elementary school. They did like a Black History Month thing, and I sang a song then. And I pushed that aside though for a long time.
Who is your favorite female singer?
Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
That's
you
my
know anything
girl.
you want to sing for me by her, or would you rather sing something on your own?
Don't know what to sing, actually. He always try to put me on the spot. But I don't know. Mary is my girl, but I can't really think of anything by her right now. What kind of music do you like?
Oh, I like it all. R&B, rap, hip-hop.
Okay.
Now, have you ever been on stage and just brain went dead, forgot your lines, don't know where to pick up at?
During rehearsal, it hasn't happened like during a performance. So, no, I thank God that didn't happen because I don't know what I would do. Because when you mess up, you're messing everybody else up, so hopefully I pray to the man upstairs that it never happens because that would be bad for everybody.
So true. So now in the stage play Life Insurance, do you have a big cast?
It actually is a big cast. It's like 13 of us. 13. Because it's like 4 sets of families. And each family has a mom with a grandmom. But they're all under me. Like I'm the matriarch of the family. So it's my kids, their kids, and their kids' kids. So, it's a nice size cast. And it sort of puts you in the mind of soul food, but I'm still alive. I live out to the end. It's my husband who passes away. But at the family dinners, everybody come to the table, and that's when all the mess come out, So, and the cast members, they pretty much talented too. Like I said, it's very, very diverse cast because some are new to the acting scene and some are seasoned, So, and to put all of them together, and it's working out. It's working out. So hopefully, like I said, we want it to be as big as Hamilton.
Now, was one of the requirements that everyone had to sing, or just certain selective people doing singing?
Basically, when you auditioned, you had to sing. But during the course of rehearsals and seeing who could sing what and how it sound, a lot of stuff was put in, took out, put in, took out. So that's how, because everybody can't sing.
Because you said like 12 cast members, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone going to have a little part to sing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody has to sing. Everybody's dancing. So for me, I ain't feeling that dancing thing, but gotta do it. Gotta do it. Yeah.
Okay. So does that helps also with the education of how important life insurance is?
It does. I mean, and then it lets you know how the life insurance companies, how they, no matter if you make your payments on time, or even if you have a family member that's passed away, you might not get their money right away. And life insurances do not like to pay out large lump sums of policies. Even though they tell you have this coverage, like say for instance, for this play, the $3 million policy, that's a lot of money, and the company that they're using has actually just lost a lawsuit, millions of dollars. So they don't want to pay out this $3 million policy. They're going to do whatever they need to do to look for missed payments, whatever, say the policy lapsed, anything not to pay those payments out. So it gives you a little bit of education on how the life insurance companies work. So that's basically what you'll get to see and learn as well, and the things that families have to go through to fight to get that money.
Okay, now you're based out of Philadelphia, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so how did you wind up in the stage play in New York? New York.
Heard about the audition, everybody. I'm hungry, y'all. I'm hungry. So when you hungry, you're gonna travel to those auditions. You gonna get a lot of no's before you get yeses. So my hunger, I don't care about the no's. It's just that I'm gonna do it, whatever the outcome be. I'm gonna do it. So that's basically my thought process. So I got my behind on the bus when I found out about the audition, which is early March of this year. And I didn't find out till July that I had got the role. And I became the face and the star of this particular play.
Okay. So any aspiring actress or actors that's interested, how do they find out about the, the role play or any auditions?
It's a lot of different websites that you can go to. Me, myself, I'm a researcher. So I look under certain management companies, casting call agencies. There's online websites for auditions. Some of them charge you, but you can go around that, work around it. Just do your research, because you don't always have to pay out of pocket to find out what's going on and how to audition. You can do it for free. As long as you have a headshot and a bio or resume, you can go to those auditions without having to have an agent, or just do your own research. And once again, if you're hungry, you're going to find a way around it.
Now, do you use an agent or do you do it yourself?
I have an agent. Her name is Barbara Buford, but I didn't get this through her. So I got this on my own. But she's working on. I had to actually, because of this contract, I had to turn down a role in Sister Act, which is another Broadway play. So yeah.
I seen that too. That was actually awesome.
Tears.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's pretty. It's like some ups and downs. When you sign a contract, it like limits what you can and cannot do. So when I signed this contract for this particular musical, I'm stuck with them until the end of it, which is a year. And you cannot do any other musicals until you're done with them. If you continue to, work with them, then you renew your contract. If not, you can move on.
Okay, so who do you get to go over your contract and things like that? Since you found this on your own, so who reviewed your contracts and things?
Well, I did. I actually learned on my own how to go through contracts. It's a guy named Phil. I cannot think of his last name. He wrote a book on artist management. So I myself am looking to branch out on artist management. I do have my own management company, which is Red Lava Entertainment. So it teaches you how to go through the contracts and know what to look for and what not to accept. So basically, I went through the contract, So, okay, this is fine. Check your dollars and cents. What makes sense to you and what doesn't. So, first contract I didn't sign. They revised it, and then I signed the second one. So it's all about the knowing, your smarts and everything like that. So I basically reviewed it and decided, okay, I can do this. I'll go for this.
Okay. So then you don't have to sign that first contract. Obviously, it's always up for negotiation.
Everything's negotiable. Everything's negotiable. If they want you, they'll negotiate. Somebody got to bend somewhere. You never settle for less. Never settle for what you think. Know your worth. You know what I mean? So you don't have to say, okay, they're offering me X amount of dollars for such and such a time. No. That's unacceptable if I got to do this, that, and the third. I'm traveling here, there, my expenses is not included, blah, 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 blah. No, that's unacceptable. So can we fix these numbers, to make it more feasible for me? So that's basically, you want it to be beneficial for you. If you're the one doing, the acting and you traveling and, so you want to make sure everything's beneficial for you. Never put yourself in a setback, for nothing. For a business, if that's what your livelihood is, there's no need to take a setback because it's only going to make it harder for you.
Now, how challenging is it being an aspiring actress, going to different cities and states, picking up the expenses?
It's very challenging. It's very challenging. When you have to travel, you have bills to pay, and your dream is to be this actor or singer or whatever the case may be, and you have to flip your flight, your hotel, and then in the same token, you got to pay your rent, your mortgage, or your car note, or your car insurance. So sometimes you have to make a choice. Which one am I going to do first? Like I had to miss out on flying to Chicago for audition for the Empire because I couldn't flip the expense. I got the call the night before. They needed me in Chicago by noon. I couldn't do it. So a lot of things you're going to miss because you're aspiring. You don't have that money. So you miss out on a lot, and that's heart wrenching in itself too. So you have to decide what I'm going to do to get this money. So you're going to miss out on a lot of things if you don't have the finances.
Now, how important is support as far as having, I guess, family members in the audience, friends, purchasing tickets? How important is that?
To me, that's very important, because, right now I'm aspiring. And if I see family members there that are supporting me before I make it, you know what I mean? That's a big, big deal. That's major. That means a lot. As opposed to, don't wait till I'm rich and famous and then want to try and holler at me when you had opportunity to be in that audience before I was rich and famous. So that's something that, to me, that means a lot. Be there, be there for your family before, not after, because then I'm more willing to help you out because you was there for me prior to, so it makes a big difference.
Now, what about ticket sales? I'm sure they love to see you sell tickets and promote it as well.
Yes, they do. They want them seats filled. And it makes a big difference. We have I think the theater seats 750, which makes it a Broadway play. It's actual Broadway. But if we don't meet the sales, it becomes off Broadway if we don't fill up the whole space. So that, I didn't know that's how it worked either until she explained it to us. So if it's the 750 filled, then it's Broadway. If it's under that, then it's off Broadway. So.
Do they require you to sell a set amount of tickets?
Yes, each individual character has to sell 44 tickets. So by the grace of God and my sister, her people at her job, they got a bus and they coming out. So that was support. I had 10 tickets left. So pretty much sold, but and it's December 9th, so we have till December 3rd before they shut down the box office.
Okay. Now, obviously, it's a big commitment, but let's talk about the commitment. So you have to sell tickets, 44 tickets to be exact. How many weeks would you say is audition?
Rehearsals.
Oh, rehearsals, correct.
Rehearsals. We were rehearsing since July. Our last rehearsal is that Wednesday prior to the show. Plus, the day of the show. So we have about 4 rehearsals left. And for me, big commitment because once again I live in Philly. All of this is going on in New York. So you traveling, you got to get up early. It wears you out, to get to that bus, travel on that bus. Then you get in New York, you got to travel down to the rehearsal place, and then you there, you sweating, you doing what you got to do all day. Sometimes we don't get a break. You starving, you thirsty. We busting our behinds to pull this thing together, and then you have to get back on that bus and travel home. Sometimes people aren't very nice on the bus. They won't shut up. You can't get in that. So I mean, it's a lot entailed behind putting that show together, and what people have to go through on a regular. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. So it's, when people are doing the entertainment business isn't easy. I mean, they make it look easy once it's completed, but it's not easy behind the scenes.
All right, so for anyone that's not in the industry and don't understand all the hard work, let's talk about your day. So you go over there on Saturdays?
Saturday. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's start off on your Saturday. What time do you start on Saturday?
On Saturday, I get up 6 o'clock in the morning. I get down to 30th Street Station to catch the mega bus. Sometimes I have time to stop for my coffee because I'm a coffee fiend. Sometimes I don't. And when I don't, that's a bad day because I'm going on a 2-hour ride early in the morning with no coffee, no breakfast. So that's, in itself, I got to take this ride. The bus don't stop, So that's 2 hours. I try to study my lines. But sometimes happens, sometimes it don't. Then when you get in New York, you still have to travel, get on the train, whatever, to get down to where you got to go. And then, we get to rehearsal. A lot of times when we come to rehearsal, you got to jump right in. If they're dancing, you just got to jump right in. They don't wait on you, If you late, they still not going to wait on you. They going to, you got to jump right in. Wherever they rehearsing at, if it's a scene, you just got to pick up. You can't really ask any questions because they don't want you talking through rehearsal. They want you paying attention because, you got to know when you coming out, when your line is hitting, so it's very strict when it comes to Broadway. So you got to know when to come out and when, it's hard. I'll be tired when I get on that bus. It's like, our rehearsals from 12:30 to 8:30.
Rehearsal?
Mm-hmm.
From 12:30 to 8:30?
Mm-hmm.
So you had 8.5 hours.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes non-stop, you say? Without eating?
Sometimes non-stop without eating. Yep. Hard. I saw my wore out. I'll be like, oh my God, this isn't happening. And sometimes we gotta be like, wait, excuse me, can we at least get some water?
So then when you get home, it's after 10?
Way after 10, yeah.
Way after 10?
Yeah, way after 10. Yeah, because mind you, I got to travel back down to downtown area to catch the bus, the mega bus, to Philly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you talk almost 12, about a 12-hour day, 12 to 15-hour day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Long days.
But it's definitely worth it.
It's worth it. You get the experience, If anything, for me, I love the experience and to meet people and to network, throughout it all, I've met some directors, some producers, some very talented children in the play as well. I want to shout out Aaliyah and Christina. They're sisters, and they were at the Apollo as well. Them two little girls, they amaze me at the talent that they have. So, it's a very talented cast. It's very, and diverse. So, again, we all working hard. And for the children, that's, I feel sorry for them too, because they go through the same pain that I'm going through, with the long days, so.
So I ask everyone this question: have you ever thought about quitting?
A couple times. Sometimes you get overwhelmed and you're like, oh my God, but I'm not a quitter, so I'm not gonna quit.
So what keeps you motivated?
Money. To be honest, the money. I don't see it yet, but all of that to come with the hard work. If you stay focused and you stay, you put forth your effort. If I don't see any money throughout this project, I wouldn't care, because I know that I did it, I completed it, and it's something else, something else coming up, something better will happen. So it's, basically I know that'll come, but my love and passion for entertainment is, I know one day I'm gonna make the money that I need to make because I put forth the effort.
Okay, so is it safe to say with a lot of plays and stage plays and musical plays, you don't get paid to actually do it?
That's true.
Okay. So elaborate on that a little bit, because when people see me doing some of the things I do, rather acting, a comedy, or whatever it is I'm doing, they say, well, how much money do you make? Do you get paid for doing that? Some gigs you do, some gigs you don't.
Right.
And people don't understand that.
Right. A lot of it is for the experience. And that's you yourself, for being a radio commentator, you still have to get out there and network, and you still have to get out there and do things for the experience so you can build your resume. So then at time when you add your prices or you want to charge a certain amount of money, you can, because you have that experience behind you. So people have to understand, if I do it for free now, it won't be free later, because I've earned everything that I'm asking for now. So, no, everything doesn't come overnight, but it will come. As long as you keep putting forth the effort, you keep pushing the drive, everything will fall into place.
Now, with your company, Red Lava Entertainment, you teach us about that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us more about your company.
Okay, Red Lava Entertainment is more like a consultation for the artist. It gives you a blueprint on your route, or which way you want to go, whether it's acting, singing, whatever the case may be. We sit down with you, help you draw a blueprint as to how you want your career to go. If you never worked a demo, we can hook you up with somebody that can work with you to do that. If you never did a real shot for acting, we can hook you up with somebody to do that. It's all about having a plan, having that goal set out, everything written down bit by bit, step by step, to get you to where you need to go.
And how long have you been doing it?
About 2 years now, but I haven't, because I've been focusing so much on my career, because basically I can use my career with my clients, so I can say, this is what I did to do this. I can use that as a map. So I haven't really been advertising myself like that, which I need to.
I still have your mug too, thanks.
You're welcome. And I really haven't been doing so. So, it's all about a blueprint and a plan, and it'll all come into place. So if you don't have a blueprint or a plan, look up Monie G's.
Now, did you come up with a song to sing yet? I was giving you a little bit of time.
No.
One of your songs, any song.
Sing a song I sing at church. I'll give you like 10 seconds, because you just want to hear me sing.
Yep.
Let me see. I'm a little hoarse today. Pass me not, oh gentle Savior, hear my humble cry, while on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. Savior, hear my humble cry, while on others thou art calling, do not pass me by.
Awesome. I love that. Now, where can they find you at on social media as we close out?
Monie G's on Facebook, Monie_G's on Instagram. I do not have a Snapchat. I'm looking for DJ Khaled to help me out. But that's basically it. Monie G's everywhere. Monie G's on Twitter as well. And again, December 9th, Symphony Space, 2537 Broadway in New York, not Broad Street. We said that the other day on it was last night. Yeah, so Broadway, y'all. And if y'all want to purchase tickets, hit me up on my Facebook page. And I'm not afraid to give out my number, which is 267-684-9777. Again, that's 267-684-9777.
Any closing remarks, any advice you want to give to any inspiring actress or actors or singers?
All I would say is keep striving. Put forth your best effort and do not give up.
Awesome. Thank you as always, Monie G's, for coming in.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the Downtown Hot Radio. Enjoy your day.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.